baby, and today we are going to visit a very special place in North Sumatra, the Gedung Arca Museum, also known as the North Sumatra State Museum. This museum is located on Jalan HM Joni No. 51, Medan, and is one of the historical cities and preserving tourist culture and the story of the people of North Sumatra. The museum of 4 years collection of the many ethnic group in North Sumatra, such as the Batak, Bai, Nias, and many others that we can see register activation extortion to give you a little picture of what ancient is. Museum will have record a live record from all to presentation who are already on location in many events. And we they will share information about the most interesting location in this museum. Without further ado, let's take a look at here report.
Okay, thank you from studio. My name is Silpan. Well, I will explain about history of Museum North Sumatra here. Come on. The State Museum of North Sumatra Province was inaugurated on April 19, 1982 by the Minister of Education and Culture, Dr. Daud Yusuf. However, the placement of the first collection in the form of a pair of makara was carried out in 1954 by the first President of Republic Indonesia, Insinyur Soekarno. Then the makara, which became the first collection of this museum, came from the Biara Stopian and temple located in North Padang, Lawas, Regency. Because of the two collections, the State Museum of North Sumatra Province is also known as a Gedung Arca or statue building. Okay guys, there is a prehistoric room in here. You guys can see there and there and there. Okay, here I will bit mention about the thing in this room. Okay, you can see here. You can see here there is a deer antlers, shields, and replica of fragment of the skull, femur, and mandible. In our back, there is a fossil replica, kedung Brutus fossil replica, femur fossil replica, fossil replica trinil. Okay, we can go to next. Okay, here there are bronze artifacts, stone bracelets, square eggs, and beads in our bag. Next for our bag, there is a Elephas Maximus Sumatranus. Okay, we will next for the fauna or animal common. You can see here there is a Sumatra tiger, pangolin, monitor lizard, raspberry snake, and sun bear. Okay guys, I'm here. We will continue to the next room. We can see here the room is religion classic room. Okay, come here. You guys can see here there is a explanation about this room, ancient religion in North Sumatra. Before Western religions spread their influence in the archipelago, North Sumatra's residents already had local beliefs that refer supernatural power derived from nature. The believer believed in gods, not human spiritual beings, and ancestral spirit. Some of the relics can still be seen today show the influence of the megalithic culture, such as stone, statues, kerchopagi, dolmens, and menhirs. However, there are also many relics made of wood. Megalithic is a large stone culture tradition that emerged after the farming tradition began to expand. The experts estimate that the megalithic culture entered Indonesia in two waves. The first wave, Old Megalithic, is estimated to have entered Indonesia around 2500 to 1500 BC, while the second wave, known as the Younger Megalithic, is estimated to have entered Indonesia circa and beginning to the 1st century BC to the 1st century AD. Okay guys, the next room we can see around. There is a Hindu Buddha room. We can see the explain here. The Hindu Buddha period. Ever since ancient times, merchants from all over the world have visited North Sumatra as a hub for trade. In addition to trade, they also carried ideas and religion from their home countries. Buddhist and Hindu were two of them. In North Sumatra, the Padang Lawas archaeological sites still have the remains of their reference. These archaeology sites belong to two different regions, the Padang Lawas Regency and the North Padang Lawas Regency. Ancient temple in the area date from circa the 9th and 14th centuries HD. Almost all the Desbiaras were built as centers of devotion for the Vajrayana believer or the Mahayana Buddhists. The locals call the temple biara, which mean monastery. Okay guys, we will go to the next room. Be honest, I don't know what's the name room, but I will look for what is the room. Okay, here there is a Islamic room. You can see guys here. I will explain a bit of Islamic room. Islam in North Sumatra. It is widely assumed that the part of North Sumatra that first came into contact with Islam was Barus. This area was even designed as the zero point of Islam Nusantara in 2017. Traces of Islamic antiquity can also be found on the East Coast. One of them is the Kota Rentang, site in Deli Serdang Regency and Kampai Island in Langkat Regency. In a later period, the existence of Islam on the East Coast was marked by the establishment of Islamic Malay sultanates such as Langkat, Deli Serdang, Bedagai, Padang, and so on. In the Tapanuli area, especially in the south, the presence of Islam is most likely due to contact with Barus. However, some argue that Islam was brought by the Padri from West Sumatra who once controlled the area. The area around Lake Toba and Nias Island is the part of North Sumatra that show the least influence of Islam. Contact the other allow Islam to be present in these two religions, even though the impact was not as big as in other regions. Okay guys, we will next to the next room. There is a colonial room. Okay, you can see there. There is a detailing of information about colonial area. Okay, here I will mention about the herb and service commodities in colonial room. There is a cinnamon, nutmeg, black pepper, white pepper, cloves, tobacco, and coffee. Okay, beside that, you can see here. There is many picture you can see, but I can explain that because there is explain here. Okay, we will next to the new thing. Come here. Okay, we can see there is a population composition in colonial era. Okay, I will explain about a bit the growing plantation industry in North Sumatra, especially in the city of Medan of other East Coast region, has had a significant impact, especially in terms of population. The area that was previously uninhabited by indigenous people began to occupied by migrants from the outside. Okay guys, here I will show you a few about a shop in colonial era. There is a Hansaran Textile. Okay, you can see here, come on. There is a Ngo Eng Han, and here there is a healthy medicine shop. Wow, who are you? You are so real, bro.
I'm real.
Real?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay guys, from the room, we can go to the next room here. We can see above, there is a governor room. We can see around there, and there is a television information and place of the rest to the people in this museum. Okay, next. Okay guys, here there is a history of struggle room, and there is a box information around this room, and we can see this. There is a money, lecture of Dutch, telex machine, And come on. And there is a map of East India and also the Egyptian island by Dutch cartographer Nicholas Fisher too. Okay, come to the next. Okay, still in that room. Okay, we can see around this. There is a box information too. There is a warting. Okay, we can see here. And here too, there is a modern weapon of other military equipment that belong to Indonesian troops. We were Buddhists. Okay, we go to next. And there is a television information here too. Okay guys, we will go to the last room in first floor. There is a first room, you can see it guys here. And this is movie camera, camera TVRI, tape twister, and camera again, and news on the floor, and box information too beside that all around. And there is a view of first figure in North Sumatra from 1885 until 1965. Thank you. Okay, for the last, we will go to the second floor. I will give to my teammates Wijar.
Well, thank you for Irfan. My name is Wijar Pahan. I'm from second floor. I will continue explain to you guys about this museum. This is ethnography room. North Sumatra is one of the provinces Indonesia, well known for its multi-ethnic society, resided by native ethnic such as Malaysia, Nias, Batak Toba, Angkola, or Mandailing, Simalungun, Karo, Pakpak, and coastal ethnic. Next, there are several Malay relics. Next, this is blacksmith. Next, this is traditional transportation. This is fish and farm equipment. This is tools to hunt and gather. This is trading tools. Next. This is traditional weapons and war gear. Next. Come on. This is plantation equipment. This is farming tools. Fishing equipment. And next, the last, carpentry equipment. This is coffins. Coffins like this were used by the Batak Toba, the Plains, the Dixit of the Gabe or Sarumatua. There are also life cycle ceremonial equipment and household appliances. Without that, we can find a view of traditional house. I will mention one by one. House traditional. First, miniature Malay traditional house. Next, this is miniature traditional house in North Nias. This is miniature of Karo traditional house. This is Sepo Peaks. Next. This is miniature of Angkola Mendeleng Traditional House. This is Simbalungun House miniature. This is miniature of the Batak Toba Traditional House. Next. This is miniature traditional house in South Nias.
Okay guys, I think this is the end of our museum tour. See you next time and I will give back to the studio. Thank you. Dadah.
Thank you to our collection Irfan and Wijar for their attraction report from the Gedung Arca Museum. For the of you who have never been here, go and visit. There are lots of exciting and interesting things you can discover there. Don't just hear to stories, come and appreciate the cultural region of North Sumatra for yourself. EMVB, thank you for watching and see you the next report.